Well, hello everybody, and welcome to today's show. It will be an open panel, but first, today I woke up and I looked and opened the curtains and it was snowing. And I thought, oh my goodness. Then I turned on the news in Ottawa and all hell broke loose. That's why you see Parliament behind me, everybody there. That's right. Parliament broke, all hell broke loose. I'm going to definitely tell you just what happened. We had some resignations. We still don't know what's happening with our prime minister there, but we do have a new finance minister. And not only that, we didn't have one resignation, we had two resignations. But because it's snowing right now, I feel that there's a flurry of people who are pissed off that are about to leave the Canadian government, that are about to leave cabinet now. So let me jump right to it. I also have a video that I want to play you, but I want to get into this. So I woke up to the news and I found this very interesting. I'm just going to go here. Where is that? Okay, hang on here. I woke up to this. Canada's deputy prime minister resigns and bow to Trudeau to hold power, to blow to hold power. Okay? And I'm going like, what? And it's snowing pretty freaking heavily, okay? Then 20 minutes later, this comes out. Sean Fraser to leave federal cabinet as PMO pushes to add Mark Carney. But he's going to leave after folks, the when we go to another election. Okay? And I'm going, what the heck's going on here? I was like, come on PMO, just get right out there. Then I found this on X there, and I'm going to bring it up here. And I'm going to go back. Where is it? And I'm going to play this for you guys. Listen to this very carefully. It's a 55-second. It's very interesting. If you know someone who's Canadian, watch this. Tell me how you feel.
I didn't get to choose this place. I was born here, and I can almost take it for granted. And anytime I meet people who got to make the deliberate choice, whose parents chose Canada, I'm jealous, because I think being able to choose it rather than being Canadian by default is an amazing statement of attachment to Canada, which is why I always sort of laugh whenever you see people who are, not many of them, but intolerant or think, oh yeah, no, go back to your own country. Well, no, you chose this country. This is your country more than it is for others, because we take it for granted. We default into this place. And I think understanding that power of building a country that is made of people who chose, or whose ancestors chose, to build a new life here is really, really exciting.
All right. So you know what he just basically said to Canadians? As a default, you don't really matter, but if you chose this, you're more special. Ukraine, come on, guys. Really? So this is what's happening in Ottawa. We don't know what's happening. We don't even know if the prime minister is going to stay on. There's everyone in the media, the Canadian, is saying that he's going to prorogue Parliament tonight, or he's going to resign. Okay? So if you are Canadian, okay, now we have a new finance minister. Let me introduce you to this new finance minister. I thought I had him on there. Where is it? I thought I had uploaded. Oh, where is it? Is this him? Oh, I got to just hang on here. New finance. Okay, good. Whatever. I probably spelled it wrong, but whatever. I just have to, I forgot to send that to, bear with me here. Okay, and there we are. Okay, so we got a new one, guys. We have a new finance minister. Let me introduce to you guys to this dude. This is Dominic LeBlanc. He just went to Redo Hall. They just had a ceremony. They went and they did the I do's. They shook hands with Justin Trudeau, making bunch of love. This is our new finance minister, Dominic LeBlanc. Okay, so welcome to all of this. All of this is going down in a timely fashion manner just before they're about to adjourn before the holidays. The Conservatives, they're wanting to push for an election. Now we hear, and let me just bring up to you, we hear that I want to bring up Jagmeet Singh is now saying, I'm just going to stop this. Okay. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay. And I'm going to stop this. Present. Sorry, I'm just, here we go. Now, even Singh is saying Trudeau has to go. Okay. So what's happening? What the heck is happening? Yes, I know it's global news. I don't care. What the heck is happening? Really? Okay, so this is open for discussion. Come on up. Once I get the news about what's happening with Trudeau, I will. We should know any time now. We should know what is happening with Trudeau. I'm just waiting. I'm definitely waiting. I'm going to have an open panel. I'm going to just drop the link. Comments. We are going to just. Okay. The link is pinned. The link is pinned, that's for sure. Anybody that wants to come on up, feel free to come on up. You do not have to, but the link is pinned. Talk about what the shenanigans of our government is doing. First, Mark Carney. Now it is all about, so we had two resignations, one that's going to happen in the year, one that happened immediately. Now, we have not seen Chrystia Freeland at all in Ottawa today. Okay, we have not seen her. So did he really boot her out and say, get out, Merry Christmas to you? You get a lump of coal there. Miss Santa Claus came early. Because, I mean, whatever happened there. Yes, Andy, is so true. It really is. It really is. He is a tool. For those people that would like to come on up to talk about this, I don't know if you've been following our politics, but it was a mess. Just like the snow outside was a mess. And right now, it's even starting to snow right now as we speak. And I got to tell you, I can wake up tomorrow, the last day, hopefully, unless we have a non-confidence vote, or today, unless he prorogues Parliament, which he is threatening to do. He was on there, and that even with this new finance minister, those of you that just didn't watch it there, here's our new finance minister. His name is Dominic LeBlanc, folks. Dominic LeBlanc. What does he know about math? Well, let me tell you, he knows nothing about math. You know why? Because he failed math. He got an F. Chrystia Freeland got a C plus. At least she knows how to, and at least she knows a little bit about numbers. This guy here didn't. All he did was speak French, eat some poutine, some fries, some gravy, whatever he could spare. That was about all, and he's just not, he's the biggest tool this government has to offer, but he seems to be fist pumping the prime minister and wanting to get down to some business. I don't understand this, but he's got a lot to do. And he says, oh, this is going to be easy. We're going to get those 25% tariffs, folks. We're going to get them reversed. The Trump administration wants to work with us. And Canada can't afford the 25%, but we're working on them and trying to have it reversed there. Really? We do? We just have a deficit of $61.5 billion. It was at 40 and it ballooned to 61. You're telling me we can afford the 25% tariffs from the Americans? Come on, get a grip, buddy. Your finance minister there, I don't understand this. Yes, it ballooned to over 20 $1.5 billion. They kept it at 40 billion. They didn't want it to go anywhere else because they're trying to get the deficit down. Instead, it ballooned to 61.5 billion. That was in the fall economic update. And here's what happened. Karina Gould, who is the House leader, tabled it. And as soon as the conservatives wanted to go and ask questions, she headed out for the hill. She headed for the local coffee shop across the way to have hot chocolate with the prime minister and everyone because she was disgusted. Now we've got this House father. We've got more ministers that are speaking out on X. There's another minister who just spoke out that says Trudeau's got to go resign, call an election or resign. Don't prorogue Parliament there. Although I have to say, this would be the best Christmas gift for Canadians if we could see an election. All right. So here I've got to change my background. By the way, I love this one here. This is my favorite one. So right now we are old wood just tossed around. And that's why I had changed the background from Parliament there. Our Parliament is crumbling. We're headed for a huge, massive recession. We're headed for lots of jobs. Our unemployment is going to go to 8.6%. That's a report. It's going to go higher to probably to just nearly 9%. It's unbelievable. People are going to get laid off right after Christmas because how about this? How about an early New Year's present? We're gonna raise your carbon tax 61%. Happy New Year to you in April. So they didn't want to answer questions. This is an open panel. I want to hear people's new views, news, anything else what they're hearing. Well, I've been speaking. I don't know if the prime minister has ever. I mean, I'm still trying to find him. Okay, so I want to know who is definitely because I'm waiting. Um, so Chrystia Freeland, well, we don't know where she is. Hang on here. Oh yes, I do, Andy. We'll both get arrested. No, we won't. Believe me, it's past 9 minutes, so YouTube's AI bots there are fooled. So yes, come on up, Andy. Come on up. Hit the link. Come on up. Um, Absolutely, James. Come on up there. Outlaw. Anybody else who wants to join in? Let's talk about our broken parliament that is headed for a shambles. So I've got a poll question that I want to ask you folks. I've got a poll question that I want to ask everybody. And my poll question is, hey, James, come on up. Come on up there. I'm starting a poll. Okay. So I've got a question. I got a question. Here's the poll. As a Canadian, do you want to be U.S. 51st state? Yes or no? Let me hear from you guys right now. Hearing this pile of shit come out of what's his name, Trudeau there, and I've got to ask. Yeah, come on up. The link is pinned there. So I've got a question to ask you guys. Vote as a Canadian. Do you want to be U.S.'s 51st state? Right about now, what we're seeing, we've got a crappy finance minister, a guy who failed, folks. He failed math. Okay, we've got a prime minister who will shove females out the door. Look at Jody Wilson-Raybould. Look at Chrystia Freeland. Um, look at all of these people that have been shoved out of Parliament there because of Justin Trudeau. Me, if I could vote in this poll, I would say yes, absolutely, 100%. Let's join. Right about now, $61.5 billion deficit. Let's sell them for $100 billion, and let's join forces and let's be good, friends. James, Ottawa, good to see you there. You're Canadian. Come on up there. Pat, come on up. Good to see you there. I don't know what happened there, but all I know is I woke up and there was all this stuff, resignations, and people leaving at the end of the year there. Frosty, good to see you there. I'll take up arms. No one is. Well, I don't know there, Frosty, because we haven't got much of a choice. 4 votes. Okay, 4 votes. Let's see. Absolutely. Okay, why not? People don't like the country that much and have no interest in helping fix it. They're free to leave. Okay. Hey, Ty, good to see you there. Welcome in there, everyone. Just talking about the Canadian government, how messed up they are, how bunch of BS they're doing. I woke up to snow and found that there was resignations, but I'm still waiting to hear about the I'm still waiting to hear about the what is done there. So yes, anybody want to come on up? It is an open panel. Let's discuss this. You guys know the drill. I will, so if I don't know you, I will put my shield, but that's okay. Once I do, uh, oh, absolutely, for sure. You know what? If I could vote, I would say yes, absolutely. I would vote in favor of this 100% because I think that we should join the states. I think we should join the states as a 51st state. Get rid of him as governor. He doesn't need to be governor, and let Pierre do the job. Um, That's my way of thinking. That's my thought process because I'm a type of a person where I don't mind going to the states. I would like to join it and let's be the 51st state, but let's get rid of Trudeau as governor of Canada. That's for sure because that's just total chaos. Like we don't need any more chaos. He can't even control his own country. He is worse than his old man, Pierre Trudeau, who had a tax. Now, that tax was supposed to be gone once the war was done. So, once the war was over, the bills were paid, which they were. That tax was supposed to disappear. What happened? They kept it. They kept it as a way to have Canadians believe that a tax was a good thing. Whoever believes tax is a good thing is terrible. But I will say, you know, I would. I'm very much, Pierre Polyev. Pierre Polyev. Let Either that or let's give him a chance, then sell it off there. I don't know, but all I know is something's got to give. Something's got to happen pretty darn quickly because this country is at a breaking problem. Um, well, I'm conservative, and I will always vote conservative there. Like let's give somebody else a chance. Well, Frosty, who would you want to vote for then? Let me ask you this: who would you vote? What do you want, Jagmeet Singh? You really think a guy, uh, you know, uh, You'll have a new flag, Rig Pig. Good to see you there, Rig Pig. Rig Pig in the house. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. Uh, well, I don't know about that. I mean, I do love the States. I do love Americans. I think that they're great people. They mean well. I think that Canada could bring a little bit more international flavor to the table. Um, and it says, don't forget, I don't want to have a new flag where you're going to put the what? Okay, I don't skip that there, but you wouldn't have a new flag because we would have it would probably be a maple leaf, somewhere. That's about all because you'd have our maple syrup. Um, well, I don't know about that. I think that hey, good to see you. I don't know about that. I really think that you're reading too much into this there, Brett. There because I don't think that they're all corrupt. I mean, listen, we've got a bunch of idiots. There's 338 of them in Ottawa. They're supposed to represent us. They're supposed to work. What's getting done? What is getting done? Name one thing, Brett, in the past month and a half that has gotten done besides the GST holiday stupid where you save 50 cents or 10 cents at McDonald's. Hey, good to see you there, Outlaw. Good to see you there, Wanda. Hit the thumbs up. Come on up. It is an open panel. Pat, you want to come on up? Come on up. Like I said, but you should not be hating on the states because it's not the states. They did vote. Hey, there's Mrs. Frosty. I just feel that right about now with the $61.5 billion deficit there, Brett, what we should be doing is we should be joining with the states, be the 51st state, get rid of Trudeau, and be done with it. Either that or let's have an election now, get Pierre in power, see what he does. If not, we can always join. Can always take Trump's offer. Plain and simple. That's all I'm saying. I'm not at all suggesting and at least we would have amendment rights. We would have first and second. Just saying. It is an open panel. You want to come on up there, Pat? Feel free to come on up there. Wanda, come on up there. Like I said, I just know I have a poll. Vote on the poll. Would love to see the results. We've got 7 votes. So soon I will close it. I will close it in the next little bit here. I will give you guys a 5-minute warning when I am, but I'm not right now. The 5-minute warning is not there. But welcome in. Like I said, right now it's snowing on and off, but just waiting to hear if Trudeau is staying on. Is Trudeau staying on, or is he? Oh, okay. So yeah, we're just waiting. Wow. Okay. Hang on here, Pat. It would be. Yeah, well, like I said, let's give Pierre a chance. Let's give Pierre Poilievre a chance, and if it doesn't work out, then let's just take Trump's offer. I mean, who knows? He might be able to do something. I think carbon tax is definitely, I think is definitely killing the country. And I think if we got rid of the carbon tax, it would be a lot cheaper for foods. It'd be a lot cheaper. We would definitely have the deficit would go down. There we go. So Pat, see, there we go. I don't know about that. I definitely disagree with you, Brett, on that. I don't think that I don't think that PP is being groomed at all. You haven't hung around him. I have. So I don't. I think that I have been around him 4 times. I've been in the car with them. I was a security guard. I was with him, so I know him very well. And we've had conversations, and I thought the same thing too. So you would like the guy. You would really like the guy. That I can tell you. That's why I'm he'd win over 270 seats if an election was held today. 270 seats, which means he would be in the World Almanac as the youngest prime minister to win that many seats in Canadian history. Pierre Poilievre there. Everything downhill. They sold out of everything. Once Timmy's sold out, everything went downhill from there. True. Are you out to lunch? Hey, Ron Volts, there you are. There's good. There's Ron Volts. Good to see you there. Ron, good to see you. He started in his 20s. Who was my MP? Well, you know what? Hey, there we are. I don't know about that there, Brett. I have a different opinion. I have a different opinion. I really do. I really do. Me and you are gonna have to agree to disagree. You can think, hey Ron, good to see you, Ron Volts. Everyone hit the thumbs up. Pooh Scissors, uh, you know, good to see everyone. Pat, Frosty, Ron, Rig Pig, Ty. Everyone hit the thumbs up. It definitely helps. Share this out if you want to. But like I say, our Canadian government is going to hell in a handbasket. It really is. Good to see you there, Pooh Scissors. There, haven't seen you in a while. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, he's okay. He's a good to disagree to agree. I mean, and everyone is entitled. There is Rev. There is Rev. Welcome in everyone. Welcome. Good to see everyone. Make sure you guys do subscribe. Make sure you do hit the like. Share this out on whatever social media platform you've got. If you got Facebook, great. If you've got Instagram, X, whatever you want to share it out, go for it there. But welcome in. We're discussing today a lot of stuff happening in Canadian politics, and we're discussing. And I've got a poll I think people should vote in. And yeah, I'm going to give a 5-minute one there. Yeah, it's good to see you there, Rev. Yeah, anybody that want to come on up, go. Feel free. Hang on here. I've just got my shield. Good to see everybody. So yeah, I just think that as a Canadian, you know what? I would rather join the states. I really would, as the 51st state, and there is so much stuff where our guns would be protected there, Brett, and everyone. We would have the right to vote. We wouldn't have a tyrant who's going to throw people under the bus. Um, we wouldn't have that. We would actually. I think we'd have more rights under a Trump. Well, listen, I can't leave, until Canada joins. Once Canada joins, then I will. But I mean, I'm not gonna move to states when we join forces as the 51st state there for sure. I will be very happy. I will welcome them with open arms because they are like our neighbors. Well, well, that's you though, Brett. There, I mean, you're entitled to think the way you want to, but I think if Canadians would vote in joining the Americans as the 51st state, I really do think that Canadians would vote. And I'm saying this because it's well, you could take up arms, and now that's everyone's freedoms. You're allowed to do what you want. Now, I'm not saying anything wrong there. Um, I just know that we would have a lot more rights. We don't have the rights now. We're censored on Facebook. We're censored everywhere. We wouldn't have that if we joined the states. And I mean, Canada cannot afford the 25% tariffs. Just can't. Once those come into effect, it's game over. It's game over. And I don't know about that. There, I really don't know. I don't think so. I think look at I mean, yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying about that. I strongly, I have a strong disagreement on that. Let's just say, um, I will. I said I will. I said I will. I will look that up there for sure. Uh, oh, there we go. Okay. Well, not if we get bought. Not if the states buy us or join us or whatever to join. I mean, look at Trudeau is weak. He's a weak prime minister. Do you want a weak prime minister, Brett? I did. I looked it up there. But do you want a weak? And it states here that the offense of attempting to overthrow the government of one's country or of assisting its enemy in war. We're not going to go to war. We're not going to go to war with the states. Uh, like count and Canada. Yeah, Pat, they do. They do. They're weak, but like I said, it's a weak prime minister. So I don't want a weak prime minister. I want someone who's strong, someone that can stand up, somebody that will fight for the values, not someone that's just going to lie down, play dead, or anything like that. I don't want that. And that's what Trudeau is. He's a weak actor. He's a weak drama school teacher, folks. Uh, Well, I don't agree with some of the things that Trump is doing, but I will tell you, I think what he's doing, he's looking after the Americans. That whole Thanksgiving turkey dinner at Mar-a-Lago, um, well, Pusas, that could be accurate. That could be very accurate there. Um, I know if I had a choice to either join India or the States. Yeah, no, he's absolutely. Mrs. Frosty just hit on the head. Trump is no hero, but he's a lot better than Trudeau. He's a lot better than Trudeau. Would you? Okay, Brett. Do you like Trudeau? Yes or no? Answer that. Do you like Trudeau? Yes or no? I'm asking you a question there. Yes or no? Do you like Trudeau? No, I just asked you a simple question there, Brett. It's a yes or no. Not that they're both corrupt. Do you like Trudeau? Plain and simple. Because I know if I had a choice, I don't care for the man. I think the guy is an absolute idiot there. If I had to choose somebody, either Pierre or Trudeau, I'd choose Pierre in a heartbeat. And simply for the fact well, let's put it this way: at least he went to mass school. At least he balanced books. He's had businesses. He went to university. He studied in a lot of great areas there. So I would trust Pierre Polyev over um, over Trudeau any day. Um, hey, Rev, you gonna come on up there, Rev? Mrs. Frosty, hey, I don't like Trudeau or Trump or Polyev. Well, you know what? Listen, no politician is good. Let's put it this way. And it says here, hang on here, Pat. That's the part of the problem. Our opinions gave. And now yeah. Well, you know what? Yes, America has learned its lesson about electing anybody but Trump. Well, I can't stand him. He is smart. Yes, and that's a thing. You know what? He was the better choice than Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris just wasn't there. Well, we've got somebody. Trudeau is like the Kamala Harris, except he's the male version. Pierre Poilievre is like the Trump, but the younger kind of a thing. Yeah, and you know what? To each their own. That vote, because you get to say it is your complaining, your bitching ticket. That's what I call it. I call it your bitching ticket there. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying that Trump is a hero, he's a god, he's this, he's that, but he is better than Trudeau. Let's face it. Uh, Listen, if I had a choice between Trump or Trudeau, I'd pick Trump in a heartbeat. Yeah, I disagree with you there, Frosty. I really do. I really, really disagree with you. I really don't. I think that he's going to do some things, but he's going to definitely stick to conservative values. Um, okay, no worries. No worries there, Rev. Well, you can in any time you want to there. I think that he'll stick to conservative values. Well, what we need is somebody that's going to stand up for Canadian values, somebody's Canadian rights, Canadian values, that's going to look out after us. And Trudeau is not doing the job. We've had him for 9 years. Is it nine? I think it's 9 years, 8 or 9 years, and he's just not doing it there. You're very welcome. Um, he's just not doing it. That's for sure. He's going in a different direction. He's going in a different direction. Resignations are happening. I'm just getting a word. Waiting to hear about Trudeau. Uh, so Chrystia Freeland has left Ottawa. She's gone back home to Toronto. I'm just getting some information. Yep, she is gone back home. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, uh, no, I don't think it is. I really don't. That was the Harper era. The Harper era was like that, Brett. That was the Harper era. Um, well, we're going to have a new government. Is it Trump, or is it joining with the states, or is it um, or is it Pierre Poilievre there? 39, 39. I've been around Pierre 4 times. Been around Pierre. You can look him up. I can show a picture. I'll show a picture of Pierre Poilievre to our American folks there. Images. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna show. This is what he looks like. Hang on here. Present, share. There we go. This is what he looks like. Um, Carleton. And this is the guy who is the leader of the opposition. And this is the guy that Brett is talking about, who he doesn't like, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. So, well, I think, Pat, yes, you know what? You bring up a good point there, Pat, because change is the answer. But I mean, I know that Pierre is I mean, he's not going to be good for a while. Like, he's going to go on a honeymoon trip, that's for sure. But here's the thing, Pat. Here's the thing. Do we then, is this good change? Is this bad change? Right? Like, again, there, I mean, maybe Brett is right. Maybe Brett is right. Maybe you are right after all. Maybe you are after all right. I don't know. All I know is let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. I mean, I don't think he's going to be as bad as Trudeau is painting this picture. But I mean, give him a chance. Give him a chance. I know that Canadians, we have to follow your politics. I know people have been asking about Canadian politics, but is this for the better there? So let me just run down. Let me just go with what has happened. Hang on here. So we had 2 resignations, one not till the end of the year. First, this woman, Chrystia Freeland, Deputy Prime Minister, resides in a blow to Trudeau's hold on power. Then this guy is going to leave next after the next election, trying to add Mark Carney, but he didn't. Then, hang on, just wait. Here's our new finance minister, everybody. This is our new finance minister, Dominic LeBlanc, guy who got an F in math, who doesn't really know anything. But this is our new finance minister who says he could stand up to Trump, who the tariffs, he could definitely get rid of the 25% tariffs, who thinks that Trump will cave to him. I don't think so, buddy. I think he's out to lunch. So I just know that that's what I that's what I did. But that's just me, and we're all entitled to our opinions. We're all entitled to our beliefs, and we're not all going to agree. There are people who still love the Liberal Party. I ran into a lady when I went for a walk who is still says that Trudeau is the better person. He's the better PM. Not me. I don't agree with that. And I said to her, no. I had my toque that said "Bring it home," and then I had Pierre Poilievre "Bring it home," and then Pierre Poilievre there. Uh, and she didn't like that. She's a Trudeau lover, so good on her. I even said to her, if you want, I can send you my bills. I can send you if you want to buy me groceries. Great. When they go up 61% April 1st. That's April Fool's Day, and it's no April Fool's joke, Pat. It always happens on April 1st, always. So and I think Brett maybe wants to buy my groceries when they go up 61%. I don't want them to go up 61%. I want an election. I want to get rid of him. I want to get rid of the prime minister. I want to get rid of all the bad apples in Ottawa. They need to go. And it starts with the prime minister. And go from there. And we'll see. I mean, if Pierre does, if not the answer, then we'll vote him out too. Don't worry, we could vote him out. That's why there's a thing that we have voters' rights to vote who we want in. Really, you think that? Well, you see, but you guys have machines. We don't. We have to do it by hand. We have to count by hand. We have to vote by hand. Okay, hang on here. One of the very few benefits of being a felon is I can't vote, so my voice doesn't matter. I wouldn't say that. I haven't done it yet. Oh, well, that's right. I forgot about that. I'm going to end the poll. All right. So, as Canadian, do you want to be the 51st state? 58% of the people said yes. 41% of the people said no. So it is 58 to 41. So 58 people of Canadians want to join the state. So let's join. Let's sell our country off. Hey, awesome. Good to see you there. Hey, William, good to see you. Make sure you subscribe. Will be united when the socialist Marxist government of Britain, Australia, and Canada are booted out. Ooh, interesting. Make sure you subscribe. Good to see you there. Hey, holy moly, good to see you. Make sure you guys do hit the thumbs up. I just did the poll. So 58%. It's certainly telling that Canadians want to be a part of to be the 51st state. So let's join. I would like that. Hey Oilers, I'm not Canadian, but I accept you here in America, and we would love that. By the way, just saying. It certainly states get more countable votes. I don't find that fair. Oh, okay, interesting. Great. So yes, we're gonna join. We're gonna join as the 51st state, and I will vote. If we ever get that opportunity, I would vote. If we got a referendum, I would say yes. I would mark beside it, yes, join now. Let's go, because awesome. Oh, you're in Florida. Awesome. Well, I love Florida. I've never been there. I've never been to Florida. I'd like to go to Florida, so that's pretty awesome there. So yes, make sure you guys do hit that sub button there. William, welcome. Britain, Australia, and Canada are booted out. Yep, that's what's going to happen. You know it. You know it there. William, good to see you. William Thorson, good to see you. Yeah, like I said, this is a big topic. Everyone is going to be talking about it for the next few weeks about Canada joining the States and the tariffs. I mean, okay, I've got a question for the Americans. I got a poll question for the Americans. How do you feel? How do the Americans feel about tariffs? Hang on here. About tariffs. I gotta figure out this proper spelling. Tariffs on Canadian goods. Tariffs. On okay. So how do you feel? How do you feel, Americans, about tariffs on Canada? We're gonna start that poll. I'm going to start that poll. I want to know from the Americans. Americans, vote. When you guys think about goods coming into Canada and tariffs being put on, what do you guys think? That's what I'm curious to see. That's what I'm curious. So there's a poll. We're going to let that go. I'm curious what you guys have to say about tariffs coming to Canada. Let's see. Yes, no. Do you not think we should have tariffs, or do you think no, it should be what it is? Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. Make sure that you do hit the sub button there and the thumbs up there. We want to know, and if you're American there, please grab them by the maple syrup. Oh, interesting. I'd love to hear your point of view, holy moly. Are you wanting to come on up? Good day to you. Good day. Nice to meet you there, third. And why? Very nice to meet you. Curious. So we've got 8 votes. We're going to let this go for a while. Hey, Tiffany. Good to see you there, Tiffany. There. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys do hit that sub button there. We are going to have lots of conversation about all of this and never know where it will lead to. I know. I'd love to hear your point of view, though. Good to see everybody there. We got Tiffany. Welcome. We got a third underscore 3Y3 underscore designs. Good to see you. Good to see you. And we got Ghost Walks. No, I have never lived in the States. There are ghost walks, but I would be more than happy to. I've been to the States, and everyone is so kind in America. So why can't we join and be like you guys? You guys are nice people. I've never had any bad people. I've never known American neighbors and friends. I've got lots of family that are in the States. Yeah, I'm just curious what you guys think. Got 8 votes. There is 13 of us. Let's vote. Well, anything is better, Ghost Walks, than being in Canada. Anything is better. I mean, if you look at Canada, we're crumbling. Like today, 2 resignations. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, Ghost Walk. Good to see you there, Ghost Walks. I know you've been in my chat there before. Um, um, it's hard for me to say because I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I mean, uh, hang on here. Good health care. What do you mean, clean air, fresh water? Well, we've got lots of those in Canada. Hey, Mister, it's pinned at the top there, Mister Green. It's pinned at the. It's pinned at the top. The link. Good to see everybody. Make sure you do hit the subscribe, the like button there. Our current government might be crap, but that's a temporary problem. Yes. Well, it's like ours. Ours is our healthcare is no better. I mean, it's crap. Um, it's pinned at the top, Mr. Green. Mr. Green, it's pinned at the top, above the poll. Brownies. Ooh, Pat, you're making us brownies? I'll have a brownie. Yeah, welcome in there. Yeah, so our healthcare is not that. They don't have that in the states. Uh, our healthcare is amazing in Canada. Ah, I don't know about that. There, Ghost Walks. I mean, certain things. I mean, but then again, it's hard to say. I mean, brownies. It's pinned at the top there, Mr. Green. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. But it's not going to be a long panel, just to let saying there. We're just discussing about this. Just discussing this. Good to see, because I want to hear the American first there. Hang tight there, everyone. I do. I have a shield. Hello. Hello.
Oh, sorry, I had the mute on.
Okay, it's you there.
Yeah,
Good to
it's
see
me.
you. A boot. All right.
So what's
Well,
going on today?
what do you make of what went on this morning?
You're gonna have to let me know what went on. I have
Well,
no idea.
Freeland resigned.
Okay,
Sean Fraser is leaving once
okay.
when the next election ever happens. There, Dominic LeBlanc is the new finance minister. Uh, e- Even the NDP, the
Who's
Green,
the
everybody
new
want Trudeau to resign. He wants to prorogue it. We don't know. We're going to find out soon. Actually, I'm just trying to get an update. I'm just waiting. I keep checking my email.
from everything I heard? Who's that new guy that did anyone know who he is? Like the new
What do you
guy,
mean, new guy?
the new minister that got named, that just got put there.
Dominic LeBlanc.
Yeah, who is he? Do you know him?
Uh,
I have
well,
no
I got a
idea
picture
who
of
he is.
him right here. Hang on here. I'll show a
Yeah,
picture of him.
I know what he looks like. I just don't know who he is at all.
Well, I know he's a failed. Oh,
I
so
don't.
you know what he looks like. You know this guy
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. I saw the picture. Yeah, I saw the picture.
And then you've seen him, this guy here, the housing guy, who says
Okay.
that he knows everything about how to fix a housing crisis, and all of a sudden now he's calling on Trudeau. And there we go. There's Chrystia Freeland there. That's the last we saw of her. So that's about the last. Yep.
That's the
Or
Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, we know.
well, no. You know who
The
is? Oh,
the
hang on here. I got another person. Just hang tight here. Where is my? Hang on here.
Yes, it's me.
Hey, good to see you.
Okay, really, you don't like our country?
I'm not saying that.
I think you did say it.
I'm saying I don't like the direction. So I said if we should, then we should
Okay,
join
that's
with the
the
states.
government. That's very, very temporary.
Oh,
Yes.
Just because
Well,
he's
I don't
trying to
like it.
hang on to power like every other dictator
I have a
does.
question about that. Do,
I
do
mean, that
you
doesn't
really
mean it's
think?
forever.
Do you really think it is temporary, or we've been living in this state? No, not the
Oliver is not the
not as.
greatest person.
Oh no, 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 no. But what that's what I mean. Under the government for the last 20 or 30 years, people have been we we've been living
For
under them.
9 years, we've been
Yeah,
living in
where
hell, right? TPR. 9 years of hell.
I don't know.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I would say 20 years in my perspective, but
Okay, but look,
the
when the
last 9 years
conservatives,
was worse. Yes.
the conservatives, they're just as bad,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
were spending money hand over fist. They didn't go to
Under
the
Harper.
extremes that the liberals have. Okay, the liberals are the worst.
Well, they're conservative. That's used to be the term, but now in politics, like the one thing I notice is none of the above are what they used to be.
Okay,
So
but
it's
this
like
went back to something I had said before where, okay, like let's say we want an independent. I could not get a bill
yeah,
passed
exactly.
because I don't have the backing of a party, and I need the backing because it's a democratic society.
Very
I
good.
need the majority of the lawmakers to support the things that I say. And if I don't agree with their
Yeah.
oil company backers, and I think that solar and wind are more important, my bill's not going to get passed. I can't affect any change. So there's not going to be an independent. You're going to have to just pick the
Right.
best of the worst.
So
That's right.
the
So
real question through that
hang on here,
is
Mr. Green. May I ask TPR?
yeah,
So,
go ahead.
okay, I got to ask you. So, do you think that Trudeau is doing the absolute best job ever? And let's just let him do whatever he wants. And he forced out, what is it, Jody Wilson-Raybould. He got rid of Bill Morneau. Now it's Chrystia Freeland. What's next? When's the breaking point where we say enough is enough? Let's go to the polls. Let's get rid of this goddamn monster and be done with it.
But it's not going to be done with it. You're going to replace the monster with another monster. Which monster is better? Because
Well, we
we
know we've
understood
got
we
now. This monster is
and
terrible.
my question was is to TPR, is it through democracy where the independent can't have their voice heard because they don't have the backing of the big boys in the back? It's like, no, that's not true democracy. That's
Okay, well, let's
something
hear from
else,
TPR.
but they call it democracy. I understand what they're doing. And it's so sad that like everything we have right now, we have a bunch of monkeys to do the job that men needs to be doing. Like
Okay, so
they committed treason against the country so many times at this point. They get, and it's every one of them are guilty of
Mhm.
that. They're making a clown show out of the CPAC show. The CPAC show now we call it. It's like they're making a show out of that,
I know.
and they
I
think
agree.
they think that's what we want to see. And I'm like, no one wants to
No,
see you debating with. No, if you're gonna debate, how about you just put boxing glove and go fight it? Have fun. At least it'll be more entertaining. But nothing gets done. None of the work gets
well,
I don't
done.
know.
It's a clown show.
Did you watch the Tyson Paul fight? Because that
Oh,
wasn't very entertaining,
yeah,
was it?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
was not
Yeah,
entertaining.
it's less than entertaining. It's like no, the my idol died that day, and shame on Mike Tyson to hold himself like that, or like no, that's not what it was supposed to be about him wiping out the floor with the new
Well,
generation that thinks that they can do better, but can they? No, we can together. Together, both generation together, we're
yes.
supposed to fix this shit, not one against each other. And right now, all we see is petty vengeance between generations that are not happy because of the last one. I'm like, how do you think our grandparents went through it? The same fucking thing too. They went through war eventually because of that bullshit. Are we supposed to do the same thing? Do we? Are we
Okay,
love
there's a big
warmonger?
difference, but there's a big difference, right?
Yeah.
Back in the early 40s and late 30s, we didn't have access to global news.
Yes.
And I
Correct.
do not mean the Canadian
No,
channel
no, no. Correct.
owned by the government. But
Mhm.
okay, so now more people have more of a voice. So more
Yes.
opinions get thrown out there, and you can sway people, especially with
Yeah.
hatred.
Oh yeah.
It's so easy to spread hate.
Well, that's why they created it. They created it so we divide ourselves with each other, because they weren't able to divide us the way they wanted to. So they give
The
us the tool
breaking
to do
point
it.
was the convoy there, TPR. Once the convoy
Oh,
happened, that's when
I
people
know.
start. That's it. That's when we just get
uh,
our
they,
smelly eggs out and just start.
there's few point in Canada, and the convoy happens to be one. But before that, the separation of Quebec used to be one of the points where it divided the country, where one side thinks we should be on our own, and it's like, okay, well, it's creating division where that division wasn't there when we all fought the same war at some point in time. We were unified.
True.
And they
When
found a way to divide us because they don't like when we're unified. They don't like when
well,
we're all together
They
because
when
we're
I
strong.
was when I was being introduced to that life,
Mhm.
I was told that my exams could be in English or French, depending on the week
Yeah.
for our OTC.
Oh wow.
And I didn't like that idea.
What's OTC?
Royal Officer
Ontario?
Training
Okay.
Program, or
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember the whole acronym for it. It's
And
just
you're
it's the Canadian version of
yeah. You're
enlisted
correct.
officer.
Forcing it on people is not the way.
Yeah.
Like for me, I learned English because it wasn't
Freedom of
forced on me.
speech.
For me, it wasn't forced on me. I choose to come here and learn the language because I wanted to. But it was technically illegal where I was. And I'm like, no, because you say I can't do it, I'm going to do it. And I found a way around that.
So,
And
do you think we've got still freedoms then?
oh, fuck no. We haven't had,
Thank you.
we have freedom of walking in the street and not be bothered by some people. But if you have an opinion about something, oh, that's where you get attacked. It's like,
Okay, well this
so
is where the
is it
social
really
media
freedom?
part comes in, though,
Yeah.
right?
There's
This
different
is
type
my
of freedom.
problem. Is I hate, and I apologize because I hate this, where people talk over one another. But I have this bad habit of staying quiet and letting everybody else speak, and then never getting out the full thing I was saying. I'm really bad for it because I tend to be one of those people that's fairly quiet, and I listen more than I talk for the most part. But it's really easy for somebody that's what we call today a Karen to stand up and say, "Oh my God, that's not fair," and people will rally behind it if they
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
popular.
yeah.
They don't even understand what the hell she's bitching about. But well, everybody else likes it, so I better like it too. And we end up in this stupid place that we're in today, where
Exactly.
it's okay for me to stab somebody and disembowel them because they were vaping near me, which
Yeah,
happened in Vancouver.
yeah.
And like,
That's so
yeah, that's
wrong.
not okay
Yep.
because you know what? That's your culture. That's not mine. And you're here. When I had to live in the Middle East, I had to adhere to
Yeah,
their social norms. That's
exactly.
just the way that it is.
Like,
But
yeah.
here it's like, oh no, you can bring your shit over here.
Yeah.
I,
Sharia law, sure, fucking why not? Beat the shit out of your wife. I don't think so. Not in my world.
no, but yeah, I have that conversation with my neighbor, and my landlord is giving me shit now,
Disgraceful.
telling me he's going to raise my rent if I don't stop. Because I talked to every single, like he transformed the building into an Airbnb. So every 2 months, I have a new immigrant coming in because they can't stand that. I go there, I knock at the door, and I'm asking them questions. I want to know my neighbor, but that's a French thing. Like I like to know my neighbor who lives next to me, and then we have discussion. And I'm having that, and we have great discussion. But
Do they
now,
bake you cookies, Mr. Green? Do they bake any
some of them, yeah, some of them made me food and all that because they like the fact that I'm not. I don't try to hide. Like they looked at me, and at some point they told me, "Oh, that's racist." I'm like, "No, that's a perspective of racism." But am I really racist? I'm here talking to you. Obviously, it's not. I'm not
right?
trying to look for confrontation. I just want to know what gives you the right to come to my country telling us that you
Exactly.
can do everything. Meanwhile,
Thank you.
if I go to your country, I'm not allowed to. So if really we're that, like we claim to be first class kind of first type country and all that, well, it's our job to figure it out. But I'm like, every immigrant that I know from 20 years ago, every one of them found a way to adapt to our system because
Yep.
we all have to adapt. Even myself, I had to adapt to the system. Like I learned English, I learned everything new. And I
What do you think of
realized I'm like,
Spanish?
okay, and nothing was given to me. I'm like, I liked if I had a big check and a big truck and all that back then. I'm like, they're lucky now. But I'm like, they're abusing of this. The government is abusing of the system, making them a victim. And I
I've got someone
understand that.
backstage, guys. Hang tight here.
Okay.
Let's bring him up. Hello. You're muted. Unmute. Unmute. You're muted.
You're muted.
That's
Holy
right. Good.
Oh,
jeez.
there you
Take
go.
off, hey, you hoser. Get out of here.
You fucking prick.
Hey, James.
Hi,
How's it
James.
going?
James, you failed. You failed to intercept my sister. She landed at McDonald Cartier Airport just fine. Thank you
I
very
couldn't
much.
find the hairy bush. Couldn't find the hairy bush one.
At McDonald's? What?
Oh,
Oh, it's the airport down here. It's
Oh.
called
Yeah.
Donald's.
Is that what it's called?
Oh,
Ottawa's airport? Yes, it's McDonald Cartier.
oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know the name.
And you live in Ottawa there,
No,
Mr.
We just call it
I
the
never,
Ottawa
I
airport.
never went. Yeah, I live on the opposite of it, and I never went to the airport itself. Like we picked up someone there, but I thought it was the airport of Ottawa. That's what I thought it was called. But
It
okay,
used to be, but like the reason that I relearned French was that when I was working for the airline, one of our biggest partners was Air France.
okay, yeah,
So I had to relearn French the Parisian way
Oh,
and not
okay.
Quebecois.
yeah. Oh,
That's why I say some things differently,
yeah,
and that's why
yeah,
for
that's
the
a
most
mind
part,
fuck.
like I won't speak French
Yeah, no, and I
because
get it.
I
I
don't.
get it. Like I say, I got a friend that lives in Alberta, and he's traumatized. He's like, fuck. He's a French from France, and he lived in Montreal for 8 9 years, and he's totally traumatized. And I keep like I'm having fun at his expense, and he knows it. I'm like, but dude, I'm like, it's the language. And he's like, yeah, but your language is so aggressive compared to others. And I'm like, I didn't make the language. I live with it. I was persecuted too with that fucking language. Don't worry about it. And he's all like, yeah, he's like, I know where you come from. And it's like, yeah, it's like crawling out of hell and all that and realizing, oh, there's a world out there. Okay. But then I also realize it's not the fault of the people. It's like, no, they have the same problem that we do in the rest of Canada. Their government is totally corrupt and it's taking over everything. And it's like, yeah, and it made people better and so many different way.
Well, okay, like I kind of have a halfway argument on that, and this gets away from the thing I wanted to talk about Oilers with, which is your cat
Okay.
thing, your cat animation commercial that you like to play. I'll get back to that.
Okay. Oh, you mean
All right.
you want me to play it? Do you want me
Meow,
to?
No, I
meow,
absolutely
meow,
do
meow,
not, because that's
meow,
one of the
meow.
most disgusting things I've ever seen. Okay, that's an example of spreading hatred. Okay, but like
Well,
when people come from different cultures, okay, if I was raised under ISIS rules or under Sharia law,
Yeah.
okay, or even if I was raised as a Muslim, as far as I know, everything I've ever been taught is that women do not count. You can't blame me if that's all I've ever been taught for not thinking that women are the same, right? Because it's all that I know. You should have some part of your, your inner self, your soul, your moral compass, whatever you want to label it as, that says that it's not okay to treat another human being like trash simply because they don't have the same genitals you do. You should have that ability. But you know what? Like, if people are raised in Quebec, especially in Hull,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they don't know any better. All they know is those English people want to
Oh,
destroy us. That's it.
to me, Hall is like I travel everywhere in Quebec, and I'm telling you, like my version, like I have a friend for 20 years, and he keeps telling me Hall is part of Quebec, and I was like, no, all Elmer and Gatineau is not part of Quebec. This is not what Quebecers are. And he's like, well, come on, man. I'm like, come on, you don't do this shit. Like, I lived there for what, 8 years, and oh, I was discouraged on what it was to be a Quebecer. Like, they didn't get like most of them should travel a little more. to find out that this is not how people behave and society, like to build something. But I understand Quebec City itself is older than everything else in Quebec, so it's like, okay, well, maybe the old rules should have gone further, but at some point in time, I guess it didn't. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Not that it's a bad place to live, but it's a bad place to live.
So Trudeau is going to speak soon. I'm just going to let you guys know.
Okay, okay.
So I thought maybe I would
Oh, I can't
try and.
listen to his voice.
Oh, come
Fresh
on, we
out
got to
of
listen to what he's
223
going to say.
rounds.
I don't
I gotta
care what
listen to
he's
what he
got to
says.
say. It's all garbage. It's all shit.
Sure, but
I
I
hope
want to
he's
see.
saying he's stepping down. I hope he says he's stepping down today.
Oh,
Keep
That would
even
be
if he
nice.
does, even if he does step down, that's what I mean. Even if he does step down and all that, we're still going to be stuck with a shrub, and that's the reality of tomorrow or next month or next year. And it's sad. It's like it shouldn't be at this point. If more people voice their choice, saying, "Hey, look, we don't want none of you. We want new blood inside," because all of you dipped into the cookie jar.
What is it? They're all like drinking wine or something like that, and they got pizza, and looks like they've got it. It's a global news feed, so I got to
Oh,
be
what's
careful.
that? Oh,
But they
gin.
haven't struck me yet. But
Greyhound.
yeah,
Yeah, I never heard of that drink. Greyhound.
No,
It's called a gin greyhound.
who?
I don't like gin. If I wanted to
I
drink
got
a
it
pine
just
tree,
for
I
you.
have one in my
Here.
front yard.
I got it just for you, man.
Oh,
You
God.
did? That's so
Like I said,
nice.
Catherine is the only person I know that likes gin. That's it. I know
Oh,
one
gin.
person.
I never
will drink
drank gin before, so I have no idea what it tastes like.
Oh wow! Like it
But you
looks
don't
like
like
that they're
martini?
drinking.
You
You
don't
know
like
what a
your
pine tree
martini
smells
shaken,
like?
not stirred?
It's
Oh, it
like
has a
drinking pine
grapefruit.
juice.
Tastes like
Gross.
grapefruit.
I'll just have it.
Oh, grapefruit.
Or
Yeah.
if you do you like IPA beer?
I hate IPAs.
Yeah, well that's the same flavor.
Oh, I did not add it to the. I just. I
Why
didn't-
does it have to look like it's a celebration? Every
It
time
is
you look
a
at their
celebration.
room and all that, it's like the
Yes.
most important person will show up, and it's like, really?
I
Since when
did
we
not
made
add it to the
politicians
freaking
celebrities?
thing, so I don't know why it did that. See, StreamYard is just being very stupid these days.
Yeah.
I loaded something in the back, and it's like I did not.
Don't hate
Oh,
StreamYard, hate the user.
Oh, they
Oh,
might
my
have changed few things here and there, and you're unaware of it. So
I know.
lots of people,
But they're
lots of people have
partying.
been complaining about it.
Like, look at them. They got like champagne or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, what?
We're
Did
all
we make
paying
them
for it,
celebrity?
by the way.
We are. Well, he's supposed to be making announcements. So, are they all celebrating? Is he going to resign? I'm curious. Is
I
this
don't-
why? Or they're all
No.
got champagne? I mean,
No, I think that's what they need
Is
to
it a
boost their
Christmas
ego,
party?
just to show up on stage and say something.
It could be.
Let's assume that he understands that people don't want him and he wants to bow out of it. He'll still wait till the end of his term.
Oh yeah, as a true criminal would do. It's like you're never gonna see a criminal stepping down. It's not how it works. They get pulled off. That's how it goes, and it's like,
he's got to get defeated at the ballot box.
how many
That's gonna
how
happen.
many scandal does it take to take
I know.
a group down?
But
Because
he can absolve himself because he can appoint the committee that investigates it. So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
always
Oh,
going to
yeah,
fill that committee with his own best friends.
we've been through it twice now, so we know.
Well,
And it's
But I mean,
look
they,
at
they
that,
do it
though.
in the States too. It's the same
I know.
shit.
Your
I
Rive
know.
scam app.
Doesn't help when his dad was
Rive
a prime
scam
minister
app.
too. Doesn't
That
help when
was
his
a
dad
joke.
was the prime minister before.
Oh, not
Rive
just
scam.
that. You guys are forgetting the Wii scandal. It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still not resolved, and they won't say a word about it because, and they think all this is going away. I'm like, no, I think yeah, that's
How about
that's
the
a stain
Randy
on
guy?
Canada.
How about that Randy guy? That apparently there was
Man.
2 Randys, but you know that the latest one there where he got money, Randy Boisano from Edmonton, there from Alberta, and he apparently he wrote himself a check, and he was going to be the next finance minister, but you know they asked
How about that lovely terrorist in Edmonton who got $10 million because they hurt his feelings in Guantanamo for murdering Canadian soldiers?
Oh boy.
Well, we didn't want to hurt his feelings, so we gave him $10 million.
Yeah.
I'm like, go fuck yourself.
That's a weak
Meanwhile, our veteran asked him money, asked the government money, and he said to them, "You're asking for more than what we can give." And right now, they're committing like. It's not just one party, it's most party are involved in this. That's why none of them are speaking about it, because they know if people stand up, they're all done.
Why
Almost
is
all
Paul
of them are.
Bernardo got conjugal visits?
Oh yeah, that's another one.
God.
The Paul Bernardo and Amelka. It's like, yeah, that's a
Carla
touchy
Homolka, yeah.
subject for Ontario. Meanwhile, they dealt with it with nothing, and it's like, okay,
Well, he can go home for Christmas apparently.
oh yeah, and it's like, yeah,
First year.
yep. So it
Well, that's
tells.
just cruel and unusual punishment. Golly
But
gee, the convicted
tells
rapist
something.
and murderer didn't get to go home.
Exactly.
Ooh.
It tells a lots of Canadians that happens to be criminal. Look, it's hunting season and it's open. And I'm not talking about hunting as you go after people. No. It's you can do pretty much whatever crime, and you will get off in court. You don't
Well,
have
there was
to
a
be
girl in
colored for
Calgary
that.
that murdered a baby and she got time served.
I know.
Convicted.
It's crazy how the law system right now is acting. Like all my life, I've been through it, and it wasn't just no, but it was way better than this. Like
Look, we've got to
this
watch
is a
Trudeau
joke.
speak when he
Oh,
speaks.
this
we've
is a
got to.
joke now.
Hey, I love James's avatar. Sorry, James, but I just have to blow him up there. That is so funny. That's hilarious.
Well, the other
I
one
love
that's
the
stupid is if an hour and 58 minutes ago I parked my car in my driveway and I came inside and had a drink and I blow over, I'm going to be arrested for driving under the influence.
Yep.
That's an actual law in Canada. And I'm like,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was like 2 hours ago. As long as it's under the 2 hours by a minute,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Well, it also varies with weight and stuff like that. So the bigger guys can do a little more, and it's like, yeah, the
But what they're saying is like within 2 hours, you cannot possibly get inebriated. And I'm like, are you sure? Did you ever go to high school?
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not that the law is ineffective; it's just they're using it the wrong way, and they keep doing it over and over, and it's getting worse and worse. I listened to the last budget of my city, and I'm telling you, I was listening to those clowns of the city hall, and they're all talking about giving more money for doing nothing, and now they're getting more officer because they don't like people like going around with Canadian flag. It should only be on Canada Day. That's what they said, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're telling me nobody can fly, can go around with a Canadian flag? It pisses you off every time you see one. And they mentioned yes, and it's like, wow, okay, there's something wrong. It's like, how come we can fly any other flag but the Canadian flag and our
See,
own
I
country?
wasn't invited to this party that they had. Look, they've got champagne. I
Yeah,
want to be
dude.
invited. How come I wasn't
But
invited?
You got to
that's
up
what I
your
mean.
tax bracket, buddy.
I know, by 61% there.
I think we turn our politician into Hollywood actor. That's what it is. We exchange them
So
for
let's
Hollywood
one
actors
state.
and drama teacher.
51st state.
If you have a couple million that you could possibly donate, and your local representative is aware of it,
Wow.
you can get an invitation to one
Oh,
of
yeah.
those
Oh yeah,
gatherings.
I'm sure. I'm sure
It's
they
as
all
long
get
as
a
you can
nice
do
reduction.
something for me, now you're important enough
Yep.
to have a tiny voice, which means you can talk to that local rep, and they may or may not promote your idea, depending on what they get out of it.
True. You know, you're right. You're got something. What the heck does this mean? It is. Let me just add it to the stage real quickly. What does that mean? Does that mean adjourned?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what that means either.
Hmm?
I should type that in.
What does the Gero mean in English?
It's a hang on here. It's the corporate office in Waterloo, Ontario.
There you
They're
go.
sponsoring this event. Live coverage will begin shortly. They're saying. Okay, so we just got an update.
Just as we were talking about putting in $1 million, I guess they did. They're financing it.
It says live coverage will begin shortly. So what, we weren't supposed to see them having a party? I guess that's what.
So if you wanted to be super quick about it, what you do is you find out who runs that company, look for their social media, whether that's LinkedIn or whatnot, and figure out what their political beliefs are, and then you can tell what direction this meeting's going to go.
Well, the whole lighting inside the event is red, so obviously it's something about the Liberal.
Oh yes, it's all liberals. It's all it is.
What
Now,
is
Mr.
red?
Green,
Red is the color of hatred, and that's our flag's color.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mr. Green, I heard you were going to run for Justin Trudeau in the next election.
Man, there's nothing more. But I went, like I say, I'm more humane than they are. I am a criminal, but I wouldn't make people of Canada suffer by having me, because I do have views that sometimes are not conform to
they
the
got
realm that we
caviar.
lived in.
I'm
But
looking on X. They got caviar.
like
Really?
I think it'd be worse. I think it'd be worse than Trudeau in some ways than others. But like I say, the like we definitely don't have any, like, the conservative or not conservative, the liberal or not liberal. The NDP is totally sold out. It's it's the mob now, and it's like, oh
Hang
yeah,
on here.
the integrity
Hang on here.
mob.
Okay, let's listen in to see what this woman's got to say.
Knowledge, the strength of the land, the women who are here. To you, the women.
Let's hear. Okay. To you, the women, yes.
Because indeed, the women are the foundation, they are the backbone. And we thank those good men for standing behind the strong women. But we are all together in this circle. And I know
Stupid ad. Stupid ad. Global. All right.
and let's be happy, right? Let's show that happiness to one another. And as I greeted each and every one of you with my heart, and I welcome you to the homeland of my people, our ancestors, I also want to give you a blessing. And it's a blessing of peace, a blessing of hope, a blessing of love, and a blessing of sharing. And let's just share with one another with kindness, with love, with respect, and let's just enjoy one another's company, but uphold one another. So to all of you brothers and sisters, take good care, be well, be safe, enjoy your evening, and just remember, you better be good, because guess who's coming to town? Okay, take care, guys. I love you all. Miigwech, kisa again. Thank you.
Where's the Prime Minister? Maybe he'll come on.
Friends, please welcome the President of the Liberal Party of Canada, Sajid Mehra. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez accueillir le président du Parti libéral du Canada, Sajid Mehra.
I'm not going to listen to that. I'll wait till he comes on. The president. I don't want to listen to the president of the Liberal Party because I'm not a liberal. I'm conservative. Thank you. So I will wait. I'll wait. But we will have him when he comes on there. And I love Mr. Green's. That absolutely true. I love that. That is so awesome. Like, that is like the best thing ever.
I think the better one is the I have one with the little beaver on his little dam with the little Trudeau flag there. That one is
Where
better.
is it? Do you have it? Do you have it?
Oh, it's
Can you
somewhere in my files.
So I will
curious
just stick
see what
to
he says.
my original thing that I came up for, which is look, clean air, sunshine, fresh water,
Yep.
good living, no litter, nobody shooting one another. Canada. That's what's in my background. That's where I live, and I
that's
don't
what
want
like.
anything to fucking do with the rest of that shit. I mean, I
Well,
enjoy visiting. I do. I
the
really
States
do.
are
It's an
good
amazing
people.
place, but it's not what I want.
But you
Do
don't
you
know, it
see
could
it
be better
changing? Do you see it changing?
for the better.
Not out here, no, because right
No, no,
outside
no. Every
Calgary,
time you
there's a
come in,
great big billboard that says "Less Ottawa, more Alberta," and it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
there
But
for 20
every,
years.
I mean, every time you come in and all that, do you see it changing over the years?
Do I see what the city? Yes, a
Yeah.
little bit, but it's not as severe as Ontario.
Okay. Because
Out
yeah,
here, people do burnouts
yeah.
on the rainbow sidewalks
Oh,
just to
okay.
voice their displeasure. Like, you're wasting my fucking tax dollars on this shit. There's an open rebellion in Alberta.
Do you think
There
the
are people
changes
that have
are good,
armed
though?
themselves for a war, and it's like, whoa, guys, you're going a little too far there. You're going extreme, right?
Well, you can admit that the problem is extreme in some way. Like
Yeah,
when you look
it's
at
not
where,
extreme leftism though. We
no,
don't have
you're right.
Antifa in Canada. They're
No,
getting their
no,
laws through,
yeah,
but I mean, they're not radical left.
yeah.
But we have a lot of radical right, and it's like, wow, guys, can we just come back to the middle here? Nobody wants to do that. Everything has to be an argument, a fight. Like, okay, this is what I was talking to Oilers about, or wanted to. Was like, okay, Donald Trump says, oh, they eat their cats and dogs south of the border. Everybody accepts that as fact. Like, do you have any proof of it? No, you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Asian people do eat hairless dogs. That's correct. But it's hairless dogs. It's not every dog you see in a damn street. They don't look at your chihuahua and go, good eating.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's when you're in the
Everybody's
wild
ready
and
to
all.
fight.
Yeah, when you're in the wild and all that, things are different. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, hello.
What's going on, brothers?
The thing I found, and I've said it on another panel, was we were talking about retirements and that. And you know what? There's two directions people go in North America, and that's west and south. Nobody wants to go live in fucking Toronto or Ottawa.
Yeah, no shit.
Nobody's like, I want to retire to New York City. That doesn't happen. Okay?
no.
New York City.
None of us
They
want
got
to be
good
around
salsa
this shit.
there. They
Like
got
for-
good salsa there.
For me, I came to Ottawa about 28 years ago now, and it was nice. For 20 years, it was nice. Since then, it's like, oh, what the fuck? This is nuts. But yeah, and everything, like, you could do, like, you had the freedom to do pretty much what you wanted in the last 20 years prior to the last 8 years of bullshit. And it's like, okay, but since then it's like, yeah, everything went, because it's a political town. That's the main issue. Just like Quebec City is a beautiful city, but you go around Parliament, it's a bit nutsy. It's like, yeah, the everything around Parliament in Quebec is kind of screwy. It's like, okay, so every main city has that, from what I saw. But I wanted to continue traveling and all that, and then I saw, okay, well, I can more than survive here. I can have a life and build something. And then over 20 years, they changed all that. Everything's changed. So the now I don't really want to live in the city, but I kind of have to for now until we can find something better. But is there something better? Oh, other than buying a land and going in the wild, like away from the city, like that's the main that's the main thing. It's going away from the city, because city, you're acidic.
It was, imagine this, and I'll keep it short because I know Outlaw came up to talk, but imagine living your entire life based on what Ben Affleck does.
Yeah.
So what Ben Affleck does is the center of your universe. How many people would take you seriously? But see,
Exactly.
when it comes to politics, people live like this. They're like, oh, this is what this politician said, and therefore this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm living my life. And if you don't agree with me, I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah.
Like, what in the fuck is wrong with people?
Oh yeah.
You
That's
don't
why I
have
was
your own
asking.
minds, your own opinions? Like, holy crap.
That's why I was asking Oilers if he knew the new minister of finance that's coming in, because okay, I saw his picture, but I don't really know him. Like, and then people are already rallying, like they're having a party in the back, and it's like, oh, really? Who are those people that they're electing? Oh, they're friends. Oh, okay. And it's like, okay. The like for me, I really want to know. For a long time, I didn't. I just wanted to live my life and do my thing, and I did. Then at some point, it's like, yeah, okay, now time change. Now I'm asking questions because a lots of things don't make sense anymore, and people are telling. A lots of people are saying that this is the new thing, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's what their grandparents went through, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't ask my grandpa about it because he's gone from a long time ago. So, and my grandma too. So, but I'm pretty sure that's what they would say, that yeah, they lived through same thing. It's a generation thing.
Well, the only thing I see with kids is, unfortunately, they have every answer because I was one of those people that kind of helped develop the framework for it.
Yep.
I helped them develop, instant messaging, shit like that. One of my best friends on this earth developed the thing that became your address book.
Okay.
So the thing that you have in your iPhone or your Android or in your Outlook or your Thunderbird or whatever client you use, he was the one who developed that technology.
Nice.
Right? So we helped build the thing that gives you the instant answers, but nobody can figure out how the hell they got the answer. So they just like, oh, I know everything, but you don't. You don't know how to get to that answer. You have no ability for critical thinking whatsoever.
Yep.
You just know how to look shit up. Well, what if I turn off your Google?
Yeah,
How
exactly.
fucking smart are you now?
Yep. Oh yeah, it's amazing to see how teenagers are getting out of university now, and I call them teenagers because they have the mentality of a teenagers when they're coming out of it, and they barely know anything. Meanwhile, now the life is on front of them, and it's like, okay, well, it's up to our generation to help you try to go through that, because the help we got was a slap at the back of the head and learn. Meanwhile, not everybody learned at the same speed, and I get that. But then it's the way they teach. They teach in school and all that. There's so much wrong in there. Like, I understand. Like,
Oh, just hang on, guys. Here we go. We got to listen to Justin Trudeau. We got to listen.
Oh, jeez. I'm about to get dumber.
Yep.
Let's listen to him.
It went fucking dead. It went fucking dead.
I'm just inserting a boo in advance.
Thank you all for being here tonight. It's obviously been
I second the boo.
eventful day. It's not been an easy day. But I wanted to come here tonight to speak with you, dedicated, devoted members of the Liberal Party, because you, not me or any other politician, are the beating heart of this movement. You are the ones that never shy away from knocking on doors, from making phone calls. Vous donnez votre temps, vous donnez votre argent. Vous portez notre message auprès de vos amis, votre famille, vos voisins. Vous portez notre vision pour le futur du Canada. You are the ones that know that when we all put in the work together, we can accomplish great things. Great things like the Canada Child Benefit, like child
Celebrate the season of giving with Global News Morning and your
Are
chance to
these
win a
guys
gift today,
poor for
now until
money?
Christmas
Global?
Eve, presented by the Vancouver
Serious.
Christmas Market. Get in the holiday spirit with entertainment,
I wonder
authentic
if they're
gifts, food,
poor
and more until
for
December
money.
24th. Watch Global News Morning for the contest code of the day.
Why does it have a commercial?
It's global.
Oh, okay.
I can't. It's not on CPAC.
Okay,
Can you
okay.
believe
Une
that?
stratégie
It's not even on
économique
CPAC.
et industrielle qui va faire du Canada un leader dans l'économie mondiale du 21e siècle.
They're not even airing it.
These are great things, and I cannot
Oh,
emphasize
never
enough
mind.
just how damn proud I am of what we have done over the past 9 years, and it's
Oh my goodness. Where the heck is it?
No, keep it up. Keep it up.
No.
Just don't put the voice
We
on.
got CPAC. We got CPAC.
Oh, poor guy.
How dare you steal from the Canadian government by not playing their promotional broadcast?
Are you too conservative to listen to the liberal?
Here we go.
Mongolia.
I love how he speaks French first. What a douche.
I know, me too.
I think he's the worst criminal in Canada.
Their volume is down.
Why is he drinking water out of a wine glass?
That's probably $1,000 of
That's
champagne.
not water. That's probably vodka. It's pure vodka.
He's drunk.
So he doesn't even have the common courtesy to speak sober in front of people?
God, no. Neither do I. Fuck all of you, you fuckers.
Against Canadians and Canada.
Look at this. I love this.
Canada is broken.
Laurier Club event in Gatineau, Quebec. Oh, isn't that nice?
They keep telling us Canada is not broken. I'm like,
the world is increasingly
really?
complex.
I'm like, to a certain point, everything we know is gone.
And in this
How
new
that's
global
not broken?
reality, we must all pull together. J'adore les Canadiens.
Yeah, we don't like him.
J'adore le Canada. Je l'aime
Oh,
profondément.
you love him.
Oh no, he loves Canadian because they pay taxes. Stop paying taxes. He's not gonna like Canadian much.
Yeah. Give that a whirl. Try not paying your taxes.
Yeah.
Okay, why is their volume so freaking low in this? I don't know how to turn it up.
Right clicking?
Nope.
You're not going to learn anything that's going to change your world, Oilers. I hate to tell you.
Notre engagement à travailler sans relâche pour être fidèle à nos valeurs, c'est au cœur de ce que c'est d'être libéral. I love this country. I really do. I trust Canadians. There is no place I'd rather be than Canada, and it is the absolute privilege of my life to serve as your Prime Minister. Now, Canada is the best country on earth, but it's not perfect. That's why I wake up every single day thinking about how to make this nation work better for all Canadians. That mission to consistently put in the work so that we're living up to our ideals and values, that's at the core of what makes us liberals. And it's why you show up here, even on the toughest days, as a party. You know that the only thing that ultimately matters is fighting like hell every single day to make life better for Canadians, and that's what you do. So please, enjoy your holidays, recharge by spending some much-needed time with your loved ones, and come back ready to show Canadians we have a serious, positive vision for the future of this great country that is worth fighting for. Thank you, my friends. I look forward to spending time with all of you this evening. Merci beaucoup, mes amis. Bonne soirée.
It's bonsoir, you fucking grenouille.
Sorry, I clicked on the wrong button.
What a douche.
That's okay. I just said a bad word in French.
What a douche that guy is.
Don't worry, the other one that we were listening to was saying tons of bad words in French.
Don't worry, because in
lies.
15 minutes we're going to wrap up. So just giving you the 15-minute warning. So at 5:25 there, because
Why are we always on a timer with you?
Because I was on a timer with me. It's not gonna long one. It's not a long one today. Not a long one. It was you wanted to go live TPR.
Is it because our talk are not too conservative enough? Or?
No. It's just 15-minute countdown. You got 15 minutes to say what you want to say, and
Oh, you don't want to know what I
Just
want to say.
Well, in that case, everybody put your helmets on and let me tell you what I really like. Never mind.
Should I get my tinfoil hat on?
You can if you want to.
Oh my goodness.
We get no problem with inclusivity. Don't worry.
just about 2 hours, so that's why I just and none of that. My hockey game comes. The Oilers play, so
a friend of mine invited me for a hockey game the last time, and I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to go and watch the game. It's just me. Like I used to love hockey, but then after 30 years of not really enjoying hockey, I can't just go and sit there and watch the guys. It's not the same thing. I miss the fighting. Like I grew up, it was fighting in hockey, but there's none anymore.
No, there's some. It's not as much as it was back in the olden days there, because we've got a girl prime minister. I mean, a girl commissioner of NHL.
Girl hockey is fun. Girl hockey is fun.
Yeah, you guys got it in Ottawa. You guys got a good team in Ottawa. Have you not gone and seen them?
They're cute too. Oh yeah, we all seen them. It's like it's like the football girl. Yeah, they're all.
You go see football too?
They once in a while, when the girls are playing. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, because Ottawa's got a team.
Yeah.
Montreal's got a team.
Yeah, they all have that. In the last few years, they open up. Like I see, the girl team is pretty good, pretty sexy too. So that's the football I watch. The rest, it's like, well, look, I don't know. I never got the thing going watch a bunch of guys, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's not my thing.
I like football, but I don't watch female football. So
it's so much cuter.
What about rugby?
Yeah, rugby be cool too. If it's female.
I've played rugby, but it's not something I want to watch.
Yeah, no. And
Are you into hockey, TPR? Are you into hockey?
I enjoy the playoffs. For the regular season, usually no, unless I go over to my friend's house. I'm a Bruins fan simply because it was always Bruins versus the Canadiens. So.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Well, you guys beat the Canucks, so I had to say salute to you because I was so happy when you guys beat them 5-1.
I'm still an old Nordique, so.
Nordiques 2025, go boys!
Well, I mean, Oilers. I can't really speak to Canadian politics. I can only speak to American. But man, I feel for you.
Give us your thought. Really Give us.
Fuck that guy. Fuck Trudeau. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck all of them.
Yeah, it's not better on your side. It's like it's as corrupt on both sides. They're using, and now they're bringing Mexico into the deal. It's like, are you kidding me? No wonder we have so much problem.
They've been wanting to incorporate you guys in Mexico with us for God.
With the NAFTA treaty, we're tied into each other. And I'm hearing today, I'm like, oh yeah, so now they're selling pieces of fence that was supposed to make the wall. I'm like, oh,
I
but
saw that.
that's treason, technically, in a certain way.
It is. Well,
Meanwhile,
when he
what are they gonna do about it?
when Biden first went in there, he gave all those people over in Afghanistan billions of dollars worth of our military
Yeah,
equipment.
that too.
That was treason
That's
right
that's
there.
Well,
that's really
yeah,
common though. That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
unique
Every
to that one
president does
president.
that thing.
Sure, but that's giving
Bush
them
was
people our.
Bush Jr. wasn't better either. It's
Oh
like
no, no,
he
no.
created war. It's like, oh man, are you kidding? Created
Oh,
war for a business profit. From what I seen, everything I
We
seen,
have
it's like, yeah, the
Vietnam and the Second Gulf War
that
were the
too.
like the
Yep.
two biggest shows of like we actually want to fight people for money.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's like, no, no. We understand you fight for your country, but you don't fight to take someone else's country. It's like,
Right.
no,
well,
that's not fighting is for. It's like we're all civilized, right? And they're like, no, no. Well, we need to make money. It's an economy. It's like, no, I don't think so.
but I want to find out from TPR, why are you against not joining the states as a 51st state?
Oh,
Because I don't want to live in their society. I've lived in the
yeah.
United States. I'm not saying it's a bad country. I've lived in Britain, France, England, Ireland,
Nice.
Scotland, all of the UK. I've lived in Africa. I've lived in Turkey. I've lived a lot of places. This is where I want to live. I like my mountains. I like my clean air. I like my
You're
clean
gonna have
water.
all that. You're gonna have all
No,
that still.
They
You're
don't.
just
No,
gonna.
they don't have that in the U.S. You've never lived there. You saw the touristy shit. You saw the polished shit that they want to show
Yeah.
to people, just like North Korea shows you the polished, perfect shit. They put
Exactly.
on
Yep.
parades just for you being there to make their country look better than it is. That's
The,
what you've seen.
the first few years, Oilers, it wouldn't be that, but eventually it would go to that. What he's saying is true. Everywhere they go, shit follows. It's like, don't like that's what big society does. And it's North American society. It's exactly what it does. Like in Canada, we fell victim under that pressure because they have a lot of money and we didn't. Like we weren't as greedy as they were, but now it's changing. People are getting more and more, and it got to our leaders thinking that they can change everything because they're in power. But no, all we wanted is for them to make a better world. That's it. And that doesn't
I,
mean polluting like they do and destroying the planet like they do.
I'll go back to your cat video, right? You're buying into the hatred of, well, somebody said that they eat cats, therefore they all eat cats, and it's bullshit. It's a lie one person told that everybody just sucks up and believes is the truth, and it's not.
Yeah.
But hate is an easy thing to sell.
Yeah.
Right? At least where we live, they don't sell that kind of hate.
Yes.
I don't believe all of them did it, but I have seen one or two videos of it.
Oh my God. I've seen 100 videos of Asians eating hairless dogs. So what?
And
Right.
just like
Doesn't mean that the girl that I
Oh,
used to date eats hairless dogs just
Yeah.
because she's Asian. Jesus, like, come on.
it's like the old saying in Chinese food, you get to watch them eat.
Well,
That's where it came from.
Whether
Well,
it's real or
he
whether
just
it's not, I don't
Trump-
agree with it.
Trump just said
They love
that they're eating in Springfield. They're eating cats. They're eating dogs, and somebody made a video. All
Dude,
right,
people
And
ate
you
pigeon.
promote it.
over-
Kentucky Fried Chicken sold pigeon at some point in time. People
Yeah,
were
I've heard
eating
that.
it. They never complained. Oh, if they did, we haven't heard about it. But like to a certain point, there's a like I know in normal society we don't really want to see this stuff, but it does happen. Pushing it aside and saying it doesn't happen is not the way to go. That's what our predecessor did, and that's where we're in the shit we're in today. And society is getting dumber because we need to research everything now and finding out that yeah, there's a lots of things we've been told that are incorrect. It's just what we're pushing on each other over generations. It's what
Well,
I
I
call the
mean,
generation fight, but that's me.
well, you take stuff like that with a grain of salt anyway. I mean, it's
Yeah.
people are going to push what they're going to push. I mean,
Oh
it
yeah,
don't mean you blindly accept what they're saying, and I don't. But
but now they do
for
with the
all we know,
internet. They do.
I mean, look, when it comes to a video, there's millions of different variables that could discredit what they're trying to push. I mean,
Oh yeah.
that's just how you got to look at it. Now, the videos I saw, they claim that they were Haitians. I don't know. All I know is I saw a video of a cop trying to arrest a woman for trying to bite a cat. I don't know if it was real. I
Oh
don't know if it
my
was fake.
God.
I don't know.
We're going to eat raw animals now. We're not
I
Yeah.
pizza.
don't look.
We don't have the digestive system to
Yeah,
handle it.
people.
They
Two
look,
million people in
brother,
Canada are starving.
I
TPR.
brother. They
would think
peddle,
people know
2.5
better.
actually, to be quite
brother.
honest.
You know as well as I do. The internet, they peddle lies.
Oh,
It
yeah.
don't. Again, you take it with a grain of salt. You don't just blindly accept it anyway. But
Well,
But
the
most
way to
people, they
stop
live
it is to
online.
not promote that shit.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
play the video. Don't
w-
show that crap. Don't say it.
the internet technically made all this worse because it used to be like you had to print a book to pass your stuff out, and then if people
Yeah.
didn't read your book, then you don't have any sell. That used to be that way, but now with the internet,
Well,
it changed the ball game, and it takes a long time to readapt to where the boundaries are, because there's definitely need for boundary online, guaranteed.
yeah.
There's always going to be someone, some prick somewhere saying something that we don't like, and yeah, it's always been like who liked all this stuff that was on TV prior to that. How many people bitched at the TV, but nobody was responding to them because it's the TV. Now they can get a response, and that's where we're seeing conflict.
You get
We
a
have
whole
to
bunch of
learn to
angry
adapt
people
with
in
that.
one room and convince them all that you're right. And hey,
Yeah.
you've got a militia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I know. It's like, okay, but it's an online militia. When you meet the people in person, it's a total different thing. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. No.
Kind of like that.
okay, we got
Yeah,
5
kind of
minutes,
like that.
folks, till the stream ends. Just like
Kind of
you
like
know.
that scenario where if you put a fence in between two dogs, they're mad at each other and wanting to bite each other, but when you open the fence, they're like
Mhm.
sweet as
Yeah. Their
yeah.
best
Yeah.
friend because they don't want to hurt each other.
Well, I will. Like, I know that Oilers is running out of time, so I'm going to keep this really
We
short.
got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
Well, the way that Hitler convinced an entire nation was a little bit at a time, and look at what they do and them. And if you make them the opposite of you, then it's really easy to alienate one specific group. So, I mean, even in Western Canada, I get alienated because, well, you grew up in Ottawa and you can speak French, so therefore you're one of them.
Really?
And it's like, look, my postcode does not make up me as a human being. So if I happen to have born in Dubai, let's say, and I happen to wear a turban, how does that make me an enemy of the human species?
Yeah.
I may not treat my wife like shit. I may not give her black eyes. I might just wear a turban because that was the system of belief that I was raised with. It doesn't make me an evil person, but this is what politicians are now doing.
Yeah.
Look at them Mexicans. They're responsible for all the bad shit. Let's ban all Muslims from entering our country because they have a different religion than we do. And I'm not saying abandon our social values of women are equal to us. I'm saying that's exactly how you start a genocide. Is let's differentiate them from you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's how you
I
start
totally
a race.
agree. Yeah, I totally agree. They did it with the French and English for a long time, and now they're doing it with others just because they can.
Right.
I still think it's wrong, but
Well, I had my minute and a half there, so I'll let you guys wrap up.
Well, I mean that's
no.
what politics
No,
is.
you're
It's-
correct.
Look. Anytime you have a political system where you have more than one choice, you're always going to have division. Republicans, Democrats, liberals, libertarians, whatever.
But
And that's
I
part of the
think
problem.
having division is not what's the problem to me. The way I see
Yeah.
it is we used to be able to take other people's point of view and the way they were before. And it's like we weren't getting aggressive. Now we're getting aggressive because they weaponized us to do the job for them.
Hmm.
Right.
Like that's what I'm seeing in society.
That's
It's they found a way to weaponize us to fight the battle that they want to fight because they can't win those battles. They try in the past and it didn't work. Our parents fought them, our grandparents fought them, so now they're like,
Mhm.
okay, those guys won't fight as hard, but no, we can. We can fight as hard and say, hey, look, yes, we understand what society is now, and you guys are propaganda artists. Okay, we get it. Now, can
Well,
we go back to live our society that we had before without all this? It's kind of impossible because
censor bills.
they won't let us live our life without bothering us. They're narcissistic. They have to bother us. We have to care about them. If not, they're nothing.
So you
exactly,
get their
Pat. And
money.
that's
Yeah.
And
exactly,
Pat,
Pat.
you should join up for a backstage, Pat, because I think you and I agree. We just have different ways of approaching it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Pat,
And that's what it
agreed.
is to be Canadian. It's what it is. It's other people that thinks a little tiny bit differently because we're all unique. We're all different, and we accept our uniqueness and say, "Hey, look, the world is not perfect, but it's our job to make it a better place to live." Those
Yeah, we
guys
got
are not doing that.
1 minute
I
to
mean,
go. Just let you know.
look, that's she summed it up. I mean, nobody's against people coming over here that wants to
Yeah.
assimilate.
Yep.
We're against you
Exactly.
breaking the laws. But here's the rub. How is it breaking the law when they're incentivizing you to come over here and they're actually writing it into law to come over here and do such? They are
Yeah.
Do you know
making
what they're escaping? Do you live in
making
their
a
world?
one of the loopholes that they get them to come over here is by having them come over here and have children under our system. They become natural born citizens that way. That's a loophole which needs to be abolished.
I've
That's
dated a
one
few
way.
American girls, and they've had the same idea. I was like, oh, if we have a
Yeah.
baby,
Yeah.
then I can bring
Mhm.
you down here. And it's like, that's not what I want. I can buy my way into the States if I have to.
Yeah. But that's how they do it. That's one way they
The
do it.
the,
The government over here also makes
But
laws.
America, what I'm saying is Americans have the exact same opinion. They just like it when we get, oh, we want these people to come in. And
Yeah.
we will use
the
those same laws to our benefits.
the
So you
the
don't
pro
actually hate the laws. You just hate the people that use
the
them.
problem with that is most administration do what they think is the best, and then comes the criminal, like the cartel in Mexico, and then they study
Yeah.
the system. They study it. They find every
Well,
loophole out there, and then they use it. And that's
well,
like those are the people behind all the most entry. It's yeah, they have
well,
a purpose. That's why it's been
again,
pushed like that.
I don't hate the people. I hate the laws. I don't
Yeah.
like the law. I don't agree with the laws that are being used as loopholes. The people
So
is not the concern to me. It's the laws.
No, I get that.
That's
I
a
get that.
question. That's a question for another day, there, folks. Time is up. TPR. Let's just go around the table.
No,
Stay up.
their Shaka just arrived. You can't shut
Yeah.
them.
I. TPR. What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, Shaka.
okay, so what did you want to ask me specifically, Oilers?
Anything? Are you gonna do any live streaming at all down the road? Plain and simple.
No,
Okay.
not on YouTube for the moment.
Okay. When Outlaw, tell us what's got going on. You've got some stuff going
I'll
on.
be doing a cooking stream Friday. Probably.
What about anything else? Anything else? What about Thursday?
It's sporadic. I don't know. Maybe I'll pop one up here later this week. I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Green, you got anything going on? Are you going to Parliament? You gonna go and tell these people?
I went earlier today on Parliament, but
You
like
going
I say
tomorrow?
right now it's a shit show downtown, so I stay away from all of it because
Are you gonna go tomorrow though? Because tomorrow's the last
no
day before
no
we go home. Okay.
No, like I say, I saw what I needed to see, and I still think it's a clown show.
I'm going to close her. I'm going to close. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. There, as we got TPR, we got Outlaw, we got Mr. Green TPR. Thank you guys so much for coming, and everyone in chat there. Make sure you guys do hit the thumbs up, the subscribe. We're gonna have more conversations and everything like that. Good night. Good to see you there, Pat. Shaka. Good to see you. And have a good rest of your night as you're learning about Canadian government and how corrupt it is. Have a good night, everyone, and bye for now. Oh, hang on here.
Night all.
Hang on here. This way. Are we in?